Today, we're going to see once and for all who's the better manager, Jose Mourinho or Pep Guardiola. Jose Mourinho's rivalry with Pep Guardiola is one of the most talked about matchups on the internet. Two football masterminds with differing reputations, styles, and personalities, making it one of the most heated debates in the sport, and if you're like me, you're tired of hearing about it. That's why today, we're going to put this argument to rest and see once and for all who's the better manager between the two. I've been in the lab crafting perfect AI replicas of both the special one and Pep using ChatGPT. It's time to see how these two match up with full creative freedom of their squad selection, formation, and tactics, and without any budget constraints. And what better place to simulate this meeting of football minds than on FIFA? I mean, FC24, the most realistic football simulator out. Let's find out how special is the special one, and is Pep truly a bold fraud? Before we begin, let's hear from our managers. First, let's check in with Mourinho.
Pep, my dear friend. The man who thinks he can solve a Rubik's Cube in the dark. You know, he's like a fancy chef who can't fry an egg. The more complicated he makes football, the more my straightforward, common-sense football will trip him up.
Okay, some serious accusations leveled at Pep there, suggesting he can't cook or solve a Rubik's Cube. Let's see what Pep has to say in response.
Listen, Jose, my friend, I've got a team of magicians ready to turn your bus parking lot into a circus tent. You may have been a master of the dark arts, but my lads are going to cast a spell of tiki-taka so dazzling, you'll need sunglasses on the touchline.
Pep, obviously not one to be intimidated. I believe he's called Mourinho a clown. Let's move on to a quick rundown of how this will all work. The rules for this are pretty simple. To keep things fair, they'll take turns drafting their players one at a time. There is no restriction on who they can pick as long as they're available in the game and have not already been selected. Overall, they will choose 11 starters and 7 substitutes. As an added rule, I'll force the AI to draft at least one goalkeeper if one is not selected. Alright, let's start with the team selection. I flipped a coin and AI Mourinho chooses first. And with his first pick, he chooses Erling Haaland and then takes a shot at AI Pep's hairline. As a response, Pep selects Kevin De Bruyne and then waxes poetic about him, calling him a composer, fortune teller, and a bishop. For his second pick, AI Mourinho selects Thiago. Keeping on with Pep's symphony metaphor, he refers to him as a maestro in an orchestra pit. AI Pep counters that Thiago pick with Phil Foden, despite referring to him as zesty, a slippery eel, and claiming he's going to undress Thiago. Mourinho calls Foden Pep's zesty little jewel and selects Ndidi, suggesting that after he's done with Foden, he may just file a restraining order. Things are really heating up now. Pep tries to pull a fast one here, tries to select Haaland. After stern talking to, he settles for selecting Mbappe. Mourinho counters with Ruben Diaz. At this point, I'm getting lost in these metaphors. I'm not sure I can keep up. Pep then selects Mahrez, suggesting he's a feet-kissed flamenco dancer. Mourinho's next pick is Davies. He goes on to say he's going to get his shorts dirty. Not sure what you mean by that one, Mourinho. Sancho is the next selection by Pep. Bold pick. I can't remember the last time I've seen Sancho play. Maybe this is just the change of scenery he needs to thrive. And Mourinho has seemingly completed his defense with the selection of Van Dijk. The innuendo here is getting deep, as Mourinho claims that Van Dijk will spill his ink over Sancho's canvas, whatever that means. And there you have it, Pep and Messi reunited once again. Pep threatens to send Van Dijk to the Shadow Realm, and the dancing metaphors continue. Mourinho, impressed by the Messi pick, selects Conte. Pep chooses another forward in Jack Grealish. Can't deny the talent, but let's see, maybe all part of the plan. And out of left field, AI Mourinho chooses the man, Harry Maguire. This is an unprecedented development. He refers to him as Slabhead, going on to say Maguire is going to fill Pep's holes with his noggin. Don't know what that means. Great stuff. Pep finally moves away from his forward obsession and chooses Trent Alexander-Arnold, and once again, Pep is calling his players zesty. Mourinho counters the pick with Vinny, solid pick. Pep attempts to cheat again by picking Thiago. He instead settles for Verratti. The last outfield pick by Mourinho is Declan Rice, claiming Rice will be hounding Verratti's meat all over the pitch. And Pep has successfully gone the whole draft without selecting a true defender. Marvelous work from the Spaniard as he chooses Müller for his last outfield pick. True avant-garde football tactics on display here. For the keeper, Mourinho selects Jean Oblak, proclaiming him as the destroyer of football dreams. The last starter of the draft, Pep selects Donnarumma. For the subs, AI Mourinho selected Ederson, Cancelo, Courtois, Mount, Kimmich, Benzema, and De Jong. And AI Pep selects Bellingham, Madison, Chiellini, Lukaku, Sterling, Fernandez, and Neto. For formations, AI Mourinho selects a 3-3-3-1 while also demonstrating he does not know how phone numbers work. Since that formation is not in the game, I chose the formation that best matches the description. On Pep's side, he chooses a 3-4-3 Christmas tree formation. I've also found the closest match in the game. He's already put himself in a pretty rough situation here with a back three of a bunch of short kings. And all right, here are the final squads and formations for our two managers today. Let's jump in to see what they have to say before the match. Starting with AI Mourinho, anything you'd like to say before the match begins?
Before the whistle blows, let me whisper a sweet nothing into the wind. Pep, my dear adversary, strap in. Your so-called beautiful football is about to crash into the rugged reality of the Special Ones masterclass. Remember, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. And my dogs are ravenous. It's a game of chess, and I'm about to say checkmate in style.
Definitely weirdly sensual at times, but it's clear this AI Mourinho does have that dog in him and is ready to go. Let's check in with AI Pep and see how he's feeling and if he has a response.
Hey Jose, hope you brought a notebook to jot down some tips from the masterclass you're about to witness. My lads are revved up like sports cars at a red light and when it turns green. Oh boy, your bus is going to look like it's parked. Remember, when my fancy football starts to sizzle, don't get too close. You might just get burnt.
AI Pep and his squad are revved up and raring to go, obviously full of confidence. Let's see how it plays out on the pitch. Nothing else to do but kick off the match.
And before we begin the match, to all those watching, consider subscribing to the channel if you'd like to see more AI content in the future.
AI Pep's men starting with the ball here, trying to get an early goal, instantly losing possession. He won't like that. Mourinho's been with the ball, passing it to Holland. Holland in tons of space now. Pep's defense already being skewered. Passes it in. Oh, it already a quick chance for AI Mourinho. Not a great start for Pep, to be honest. Corner comes to nothing, and it's a Pep goal kick here. They want to progress up the pitch as quickly as possible, and they are. Some beautiful tiki-taka here. Look at them go. One-touch passing. Mahrez open on the flank. Crosses it in, and there you have it. They've opened up the scoring. Pep is going to love that. His men get the first goal of the match. What they lack in defense so far, they've certainly made up for in offense, though it is still incredibly early. And look at the man himself on screen. How happy AI Pep is to see his team take the lead here. Mourinho's men kick off again, hoping to equalize quickly. Passing it around the back, now going forward. All right. Oh, classic FIFA deflection. And it's a goal, and they instantly strike back to equalize things here. Oh yeah, that is a classic FIFA moment with the ball coming straight off the defender, back to Vinny, who passes it in for an easy finish. Oh, and look how disappointed AI Pep is. I'm also now noticing there doesn't seem to be an AI Mourinho model in this game. Come on, EA. $70 game, by the way. All right, we're all equal here around 19 minute. Pep side with the ball. Basically instantly loses out. He will not be happy about that. Mourinho's men now look to push it forward. Davies with the ball. Passes it off. Holland with tons of space on the wing. Passes it to Davies. Oh, and it's in. Another goal by Mourinho's men, by Ndidi. Real end-to-end stuff right now. The goals are flowing. And Pep at this point has to be regretting not selecting a single center back as a starter. Here's the replay. Good play by Mourinho's men. Slipped in the ball. And a solid finish. And you can tell AI Pep is utterly despondent on the sidelines. Let's see if Pep can fight his way back into this one. Can they score an equalizer? And they instantly lose the ball again. AI Mourinho with the ball, loses it. Hard foul by Verratti to see the game's first yellow card. Seemingly nothing going right for that man right now. He's probably very happy not to have to see AI Mourinho on the sidelines. Free kick comes to nothing. Pep with the ball back, but ends up losing it. Nothing new here. Mourinho looking to grab one more before halftime. And Pep's defense, Short Kings, cut open once again, but they can't quite make it happen. And that's the half. Let's check in with both our managers to see how they're feeling about the game so far. Mourinho, you're up 2-1. How do you feel about the performance?
Lads, we're cooking on gas. But let's not get comfy like a cat on a warm windowsill. We're up, but this is where the real game starts. Keep the pressure like a squeezing lemon on a paper cut. Remember, Guardiola's over there cooking up plan Bs, Cs, and Ds. We need to be the storm he didn't see on the forecast. Stick to the plan, fast, furious, and first to every ball. Let's go out there and finish what we started.
Clearly confident, and why wouldn't he be? Now, let's check in on Pep.
Listen up, lads. This is just the calm before the storm. Right now, Mourinho's grinning like a Cheshire cat that nicked the cream, but we're about to turn his smile upside down. We've got them just where we want them, overconfident and ready for a tumble. Think of this as a blockbuster flick where the heroes are down, but not out. It's our time to rise.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I understood that cat analogy, but maybe that's what it'll take to motivate his team. Alright, let's see how the second half plays out. Mourinho side starting with possession, surely hoping to score one or two more and put this game out of reach for Pep. Pep side with the ball here, dribbling, seeing if they can progress it forward, and they lose it again. Definitely been a theme here so far. Mourinho countering now. Vinny passes to Holland in an easy tap in. Pep's trio of tiny defenders has capitulated once again. You've got to think Pep has got his defensive setup all wrong here because they're leaking goals left and right. City kicking off now, looking for some way to get back into this game. The ball over the top to De Bruyne. De Bruyne cleverly skins Maguire. Who could have saw that coming? Passes it for a chance, but they're not able to convert. Can Mourinho's men hit on the counter? Let's see. Holland lingering on the ball. Loses it to City. City now have a chance to counter. Driving it forward, taking his time with it. Staying on the ball. Maybe a little too long. Let's see. Passes it to De Bruyne, and he slots it in. And there you go, they strike back. The game is still alive. They've clawed one back. They're back in the game. We could be seeing a comeback here from Pep's side. Out of seemingly nowhere, De Bruyne scores. Has given a shimmer of hope for Pep's side. And for some reason, Pep still seems furious on the touchline. Okay, Mourinho's men kick off. Trying to score, reassert their dominance. Getting closed down, and they quickly lose possession. City have it. Can they get the equalizer? Can Pep score here? Ooh, Sancho with a speculative effort. Not testing the keeper at all. And now we have our first subs of the game. We have Bruno in for Foden, Chiellini in for Grealish, Benzema in for Ndidi. Let's see if any of the subs can make an impact on the game. Mourinho with the ball, keeping possession, hoping to score another late goal, put this game to bed. Playing it through the middle, defense looking non-existent, and they take it in and they score an easy one. I think that's it. That is game over, folks, barring a miracle. And then Vinny with the dot as well. That's gotta hurt if you're Pep. Okay, Pep's side needs to strike back quickly if they have any chance. But to be honest, it looks like Mourinho's men are more likely to score right now. Let's see if they can add insult to injury here, score another. They pass it in, having the shot, declared it. Good save by Donnarumma. All right, Pep's men on the counter now. Can they pull one back, make things a little bit more interesting? Can they do something with this ball? Oh, the good tackle, and they lose the ball again. I think that is the game, and it is. We're at full time. Mourinho has won 4-2. And the celebrations begin here. Mourinho fans in the stands, team running on the pitch. You can tell how much it means to them. There is no Mourinho model in this game, so I have done a recreation of him at the trophy celebration. There you have it. Now, let's check in with our two managers and see how they're feeling. Let's start with Pep, loser of this fixture, see what he has to say.
All right, Jose, you landed a few haps and a haymaker today. I'll give you that. You caught us on the break like a cat napping in the sun, but every dog has its day. And today, it was your bark that had some beat, eh? But remember, football's a marathon, not a sprint, or in your case, a bus journey, not a drag race. We'll take this on the chin, learn our lessons, and come back spicier than a bowl of paella with extra chili.
Pep giving some props to Mourinho, but overall not seeming that gracious in defeat. You can tell this one stung. Let's check in with Mourinho.
One more thing before you go. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to see more of these types of videos in the future.
I appreciate that, Mourinho. Back to the game.
Ah, the sweet sound of victory. Pep, it seems the tiki-taka TikTok has stopped. My team was the bulldozer to your sand sculptures, the storm to your calm seas. Today we painted a masterpiece that will hang in the gallery of great games, while your strategy ended up like finger painting in a kindergarten. Remember, it's not just about the X's and O's. It's about the Joses and Peps. And today, Jose outshone Pep.
Unsurprisingly, Mourinho's a little arrogant in victory, but hey, who can blame him? Thanks for watching, everyone. If you'd like to see more of this type of content, like and subscribe, comment down below what matchups you'd like to see, and I'll try to make it happen.